Good afternoon, everyone. It is 1 o'clock on the MyBC Consulting Facebook page, going live with another edition of Where in the World Is ... a W5 story session. First off, I want to say happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. It's the day of love, and love what you do, and love your family and your friends and your community. And you know, the W5 story process was kind of invented by me back on April 1st, 2014, when I started my business, so I could communicate to you out there what my story is. But now I use it to get to know people deeper. And without further ado, who are you? Who are you that's coming on my screen right now? Are you there, Jonathan?
Can you
hear you. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
So introduce yourself and tell me 5 who hats that you wear in life.
Introduce myself. My name is Jonathan Thompson. I am a Bahamian. I could say Bahamian. I was born and raised in Nassau, Bahamas, so Bahamian for those that don't know. But 5 hats. I am a son. I am a husband, a father, an entrepreneur, a business owner, and which one is pretty much one of the most important ones of them all. I am a believer. I am a child of God. So that's one of the biggest things that people would know me by.
So I'm going to unpack 2 of them. So as a father, what are some things you like to do with your kids?
As a father, a lot of it has to do with, I guess, how I grew up as a kid. I like spending quality time watching movies, snacking out and watching movies with my kids. So chilling and just hanging out with them, watching movies, little whether movies that they like, Disney movies, stuff like that. I just want to see them in an environment, just, having fun, chilling out, and then just enjoying life.
Beautiful. And as an entrepreneur, what are you doing in that role?
So as an entrepreneur, I am a skills coach. So my most primary form of business is being a skills coach. I train young athletes from grassroots. When I say grassroots, from the age of 5 to the age of 21, 25, kind of thing. So grassroots, high school, and college, or and even professional if people are looking to have aspirations to play professionally.
In what sport?
Sport of basketball, yes.
Basketball. Awesome. So JT, where do you live and where do you help people and where do you train people?
I live in my residence is British Columbia, Canada, BC, Canada, within the region of Vancouver and Lower Mainland, exterior Lower Mainland. So I service a variety, like a wide area, pretty much, of athletes. So Vancouver, Richmond, wherever athletes decide that they want to come and work with me, I allow that opportunity to happen.
So does that mean, do you go where they are or do they have to come where your gym is?
Before I was like that, where I would try to service as much as I could, but now being at where I'm at and being very busy with life and my kids, and then plus being established for about 5-6 years now, my records kind of speak for itself. So if I establish somewhere where it's more convenient, so right now I have a location in Vancouver, and I have one in Surrey being pretty much a melting pot for where a lot of people can come in. If people can get there, so be it, which is great. If not, then it's not much. I try my best to do it, but there's not much I can do in that regard.
So JT, when did you decide that you wanted to be an entrepreneur teaching skills coaching in basketball?
So for me, basketball has always been pretty much a way of life. It brought me here to Canada. Um, I loved the game so much that I decided, I said, no, I just wanted to get a college education. That brought me to Manitoba, for one, from Bahamas. And once I've gotten to Manitoba, um, at the school, I decided I actually wanted to do graphic design because I have an artistic ability to draw.
Mhm.
And that was one of the things I wanted to do. The school at that time did not offer graphic design. And they had a really thriving business program. And then it just appealed to me. I said, well, if I can't do that, I might as well just do business. And little did I know, I actually love business because of the human resource, human management, and all that stuff, the aspect of my business management. So, and it just appealed to me, and I got, found a liking for it, and then I kind of excelled, and then I just loved it. So graduated with a BA in business administration. And from there, it just took off. And how I got into training was pretty much, it was a call to me, because I was still training for myself at a time where I still wanted to play professionally. This is down in 2015, 16. And I was not interested in working on training other kids. Like I had my own agenda at that time.
Mhm.
I was on my own ambition, and then vision called me. And once a kid came to me, and he's like, hey, can you help me out? Can you help work me out? Can you help get me to a point where I need to? Um, and he and his father. So once that happened, it blossomed and it grew. And the relationship between he and I grew even stronger. He became a lot better and confident in his skills, and I saw a value that I couldn't get out of training myself,
Mm.
from training this kid. So when I saw that, and and then other kids and other parents saw his growth, saw the connection, then it just kind of just kept rolling, and it developed into a something that it is now, where I just I can't see myself not being a part of other young kids' life. That's why Next Generation is I started off in a different name with my brother, and then ventured off into Next Generation Athletics.
Love that. So JT, what's your why in life?
Um, it's real simple. My why is to impact, not just influence. I want to impact the
Mm.
next generation. I think if I say like, I want to be someone of a leader and influence, that's really vague. But um, I want to impact the next generation through the game of basketball, through lessons and disciplines I've learned through the game. Um, I think it's only easy and it's only right to pass that back on.
And I do know you. We've known each other for about 4 years. We started together with Habitat for Humanity, the Upper Fraser Valley. And what I have seen of you, if you don't mind me calling you JT, because that's how I know you
Yes,
as
yes, yes,
JT.
yes, yes.
And why do you use mindset in the game of basketball? And this is what I love and adore about you, JT, is this use of mindset in accompanying with dribbling the ball. So explain to everybody what mindset means to you and as you train.
Well, I'm a firm believer. If I just train you on the basis of do's and don'ts, you will not grasp it. And I would say my biggest thing, everything I kind of do, whether it is business focused, whether it is basketball focused, whether it is being a husband, being a father, the book of Proverbs always says, and this is one thing I stand on, it says, and all I get and get understanding. And all I get and get understanding. If I don't want to be too biblical, but that's something that I stand on. And from there, it bleeds out into everything I do. So if you're not understanding what you're doing, I don't want you to come in and just get a workout, for one.
Mm.
I don't want you to just come in and get a sweat. There are going to be aspects of that, right? But that's not going to be the primary focus. I want you to understand what you're doing. So from where you understand, you'll be able to perform at a different level. All right, so, and the performing at a different level doesn't just stay on court, it bleeds off court. So
Yeah.
the performance, the high performance mindset that I'm looking at is like, how can you understand? And then from there, your high performance actions and mindset bleeds out into your relationships off the court, how you deal with homework, how you deal with schoolwork, how you deal with people around you, those kind of things. Like I said, my motto is developing skills, but leading generations. How can I lead these kids off the court by using on court, philosophies and different things like of that nature. So that's just real simple. I really take it really seriously when it comes to that. So I'm on the court, I'm teaching, I'm wanting people to get it and understand. So from where they get it, then it's a part of it's a part of their heart and part of their system.
Thank you so much, JT, for sharing your a small portion of your W5 story today. We're going to make sure that JT puts his information into the chat box on the Facebook Live afterwards, so you can get in touch with him. That if you've got a child out there from, he gave the age range that he's willing to help in the skill of basketball on and off the court, which that's what I so love and adore about you, JT. You have a holistic approach to being a husband, being a father, being a business owner, and being a member of the community to make an impact. So yeah. Thank you so much today, and tune in again next Monday at 1 o'clock, where I show you and share with you another person's W5 story. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.